It's amazing. It's amazing, and I'm just grateful and thankful that I found this place, and that I didn't go with surgery.
I feel like I'm 26 again, back to being physically fit, starting to do yoga again, starting to do a lot more walking. So now I feel great.
Giving me my quality of life back. If I were back to the decision, do I do this or not, knowing what I know now, there's no question in my mind, yes, I would make that decision again 100 times out of 100.
I tell everybody. There was a lady sitting out there in the lobby who said, "Oh, are you a patient coming here for the DRX 9000?" I said, "No, I'm an ex-patient. I've been through it and I feel wonderful."
But when 9 times out of 10 you're getting the response that you want and the people are overjoyed and they're running out of your office when they limped in, it's a wonderful, wonderful situation.
I had very bad back pain, low back pain, but what was really bothering me was that it was affecting the sciatic nerve, which was affecting my whole left leg. I was not able to do a lot of things. I mean, simple, walking, standing, sitting, it didn't matter what I was doing. It was just very, very painful. I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say I was always up between an 8 to a 10.
I was in pretty severe pain through the buttock, down the leg, all the way down to numbness in 3 of my toes. I think it hurt my wife to see this. I'd sort of roll out of bed in the morning and hop over to the counter and pop the ibuprofen and drink the water, and in 45 minutes or so I'd be able to start walking. So that was the kind of pain that I was in, and then every 4 hours ibuprofen again.
A great deal of pain. I had no feeling from the waist down. I had tingling in my toes, and that was about it. Tingling was the only sensation I had.
The first orthopedic specialist that I saw when my MRI results came back, first thing he said, the only option I had was to do surgery and to get the disc out, and they wanted to do a fusion on me, and I didn't know any better.
When he saw my MRI, he saw it on Wednesday, and I was booked for surgery on Friday because he said he had never seen such a, it was actually a ruptured disc, and he had never seen a case like mine.
And then they said, "Well, you could do more therapy." And I said, "Well, I've already done 9 weeks of therapy. I don't feel that did any good for me." And so they said, "Well, then the next step is I can refer you to a surgeon." So
the neurosurgeon said that my L4, L5 disc was completely ruptured. The one they referred to as the toothpaste, with, pretty messed up. Offered me some surgical options and said otherwise, just the disc will eventually die out and you'll be back to see me for surgery in a few years.
I looked it up on the web and found different websites here in San Diego that carried that machine, and looked through the websites, and that's how I encountered to find this one. And I went with this one because this is the one that sounded more professional, information-wise. Everything was just well built on their website. I didn't know what to expect, I mean, I'm hearing, okay, this machine, I'm going to be put on there, you're just going to lay there, you're going to be comfortable, you're not going to feel nothing, and with 20 treatments, you're going to be great. I mean, I'm thinking, how is that possible when these 3 specialists said I need surgery? So yeah, I was skeptical, but getting in here, getting on the machine, it was comfortable. You lay down, they even offer you music. It's about almost 30 minutes. Sometimes I just fall asleep.
Well, I had skepticism because I figured, well, now, I don't really know what this machine is like, and all I could envision was like the pirates used to put somebody on the rack and stretch them out, and I thought, how could that possibly help somebody? Well, I had my first treatment, and there was a little bit, of relief, but not a lot. But after like the 3rd or 4th treatment, I could really feel a difference.
After my 12th treatment is when I finally started seeing the results of that leg pain actually going away. And after that 12th treatment, it just started even getting better and better, and it just went away after that. Maybe after the 15th treatment, the pain on my leg went away, and I was just amazed. I mean, I just couldn't believe that this had worked.
I think it was about 3 weeks into the treatments. And it was weird because it was just kind of all of a sudden, one morning I realized I didn't feel anything. I didn't have any pain at that time. It just disappeared.
The rehab, we started doing strengthening exercises to strengthen the muscles in the back that have been weakened this whole time, and I feel have really helped out. I do them at home, do the exercises at home, and I feel that the back has been strengthening, and the other machine that we use for the balancing, I think has really worked out, and it's fun. It's fun. The exercises on the machine are fun, and it makes you proud to know that you can do these things now, things that you couldn't do before.
He has a lot of experience with martial arts and physical fitness and training, he said, and basically I was totally convinced that the combination of the DRX 9000 plus his rehab program, I would be good to go, which I am. I'm really digging this kettlebell thing that Dr. Michael Mountain's got going. I love it. And back to being physically fit, starting to do yoga again, starting to do a lot more walking.
Just the whole experience in the office, they're very caring, very friendly, easy to talk to. You become friends with them, kind of like family. You start coming here every day and you start talking to them. We just, talk about our lives, their lives, and this is very nice environment. Both doctors and the other two girls, the assistants, they're very nice and friendly and polite, and just it's overall great experience here. I've really enjoyed it and want to keep in contact with them. It's very nice.
My experience in Dr. Mountain's office, probably the best experience I've had in any doctor office I've been in, because of the professional way they run the office. They're friendly, they're on top of things, they're on schedule. I don't come in at my set time and end up waiting a long time. And I really got the feeling that they cared about how I was doing and what kind of results I got.
First of all, Dr. Mountain and his staff, to me, are like family. I mean, I can't put it any other way. If I come in here, they're always cheerful. They get me in when I need to get in. They help me if I have any if I had any questions. They always took time to answer my questions. They're all the time giving me little pointers because I was all the time asking, well, now I'm going to start working out. Can I do this procedure? Can I do that procedure? And they were always there to tell me and kind of coax me along and help me with what I needed to do, so that I knew what I could do and what I couldn't do as far as my back is concerned when it comes to exercising.
If I were back to the decision, do I do this or not, knowing what I know now, there's no question in my mind, yes, it was well worth it for me and then some. So I would make that decision again 100 times out of 100.
I tell everybody, I got Southern California Spine Center cards in my pocket all the time. If I know somebody that's got a back problem, I'll say, well, here, you can go here and try and see if they can help you if you don't want surgery. So that's how I feel.
I would say 9 times out of 10 we are giving people a result that they're not only happy about, but they're literally in tears about now. Just joy, excitement, just pure happiness on where they are physically.